Hey everyone, Shane here. Look, so this video is for ministry partners, it is for family, it is for friends, it is for churches. I want to take a brief moment just to share what the Lord has been doing in my life, my family's life, what He's doing actively in the new work that He has called me in to do, which is Apex Missions. So, some of you know that I was a youth pastoral a few years ago in a church in Freeport, Illinois, and I loved doing what I got to do, working and shepherding and leading students, teaching, equipping, and just training them in all various ways. After doing that for a season, I landed in the corporate world, working for a local owned company in the corporate world, and had a lot of various opportunities with growth and leadership and just positions. And just as much as the Lord sometimes opened doors, sometimes He closes doors. And with that revolving door, the Lord opened a door for me in 2023 to bring my youth pastor experience, my corporate world experience, and mesh these together to join Apex Missions. While I was looking in between those stages, I had the opportunity to dig into and realize how much of an opening there was with job positions within not only the youth world with youth pastors and student ministry pastors, but worship and associate and missions pastors. And the same goes for various organizations. And it was almost upsetting to me how much I realized of a gap and of a need there was of realizing students, younger generations are not stepping in at the rates that they once were. There were churches that were looking and trying to fill positions that when I was a youth pastor a decade ago would have easily been able to fill some of these positions. And to me, it just started allowing me to see things differently in a new perspective. And my heart went out to the church. But thankfully, Apex exists to serve the local church by mobilizing the next generation. So what I get to do is now join an organization where I get to mend both of my youth pastor experience, the corporate world, project management, operational roles together, and oversee our stateside ministry partnerships while mobilizing youth groups with those ministry partnerships. I'm so excited to work with our Reach Global missionaries, some of our pastors, some of the organizations that we work align with and to come alongside them and people who are already rooted in and have a foundation in the communities that they're working in, whether it's church planning, sharing their faith, sharing the gospel, or various types of work that we do within Reach Global. And we come alongside them, and I get to partner with youth groups, youth leaders, youth pastors when they're ready to mobilize their students, giving them the opportunity and the next steps on what that looks like. So we give students the opportunity to let the city become the training ground. These are 1-week trips with high school youth groups, but we tell them that it leads to 51 weeks of gospel influence back home. This is strategic, this is disciple making focus, and we want to be gospel influencers when we leave. We want students and college students, as they're continually taking next steps, that they realize this isn't just a 1 week, a 3-week, or a 6-week opportunity. This leads to a lifestyle of change. It's not just a position or a platform. We tell students that God just wants willing hearts, not perfect hearts. We're an organization that's willing and ready to take next steps to help fill this empty pulpit crisis. We're an organization that exists to serve the local church, to mobilize students, to help be that gap and be that resource for churches who are ready to explore that, who are students who are ready to experience missions and ministry in maybe a new way. Like I said, we want to reach and release students. We want to help those who are called into full-time ministry, but we also want to help reach those who are called into any corporate business or even potentially remote stay-at-home job. Because everyone should be equipped to share the good news, and that's what we focus on. We want everyone to be a gospel influencer. We want everyone to see that they too can be mobilized. It doesn't mean just for 1 week in a different nation or a different city, but it means when we return back home, wherever that is, that we get to be gospel influencers who carry out the Great Commission right in our own backyards even. I would love to talk to you more about this. If you would love to explore questions about partnerships, I'm actively raising funds. I'm actively looking for people to be advocates who are willing to host group for me, maybe to help get me in with their church or to just share with their youth pastor to say, hey, we'd love for you to consider us as an opportunity down the road. Maybe it's to connect with the church about partnership and to join their missions team as well. I'm looking forward to hitting 100% with deployment here in the near future, but there's still ways to go, and I'm looking forward and trusting the Lord to get me there. I would love to talk to you more about this. Love to buy you a coffee. Love to schedule a call. Thanks for listening to this. Thanks for taking a few moments. I'm looking forward to doing more of these in the future, and I look forward to keeping you updated with what the Lord is doing.